Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, we have such fun stuff to talk about today, which is staying healthy and moving our bodies with so many great tips.
I don't know if it's fun. I'm still in the early stage, so it's fun, but not fun the next morning still.
But it can raise your frequency and raise your energy, because I know after I work out, I'm like, yes.
All right. Well, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm Stephanie.
Hey, guys. My name is Natalie.
And this is our Coffee, Tea, and Healthy Me. And we're here every Thursday morning, as the little sign says. Look at that. Am I getting good with these?
Yes.
You know what else I can do? I can make it like a little ticker.
I love it. So we love to educate people on health and nutrition. I'm a wellness advocate with doTERRA, and I love to teach people about safe, healthy, natural solutions that are super effective and less affordable. But we just don't talk just about essential oils. That's one of the pieces of the puzzle. We love to talk about healthy lifestyle choices, because when we do all the things and we give our body the tools it needs, it can kick butt. So I've been sharing essential oils for over 5 years now and absolutely love what I do. And then I love teaming up with people like Stephanie, who also shares essential oils, and she has awesome workout tips, what we're going to be talking about today. And we have some guests too, right, Steph?
We do. I don't know that I'm going to have awesome workout tips, but I've just recently,
yes, they are awesome.
I'm going to try. I've just recently started this drop 10 pounds, drop 10 and 2, or whatever it's called. Basically, you do this workout every single day, once a day for 2 weeks, and you drop 10 pounds. Now I'm on day 4. I have dropped 2 pounds. Could be water weight. Could be the fact that I stopped drinking for the 2 weeks. I've given it an honest go. So I'm not eating too early. I'm not eating too late. I'm cutting out the obvious, dropping down on sugar. Apparently I got to drop out my juice as well. And I haven't cut out. I did have some tea this morning, and I am having coffee. And you know what? Ready Whip does not pay me. Have you guys tried this?
Is it coconut?
It's coconut. It's like 10 calories. It's 0.5 grams of fat and 2 grams of carb, no sugars. And you know what else? The top doesn't always work. It seems like there's some left when it's done, but I still pay the $3 or whatever. It's amazing. So I put that as the creamer in my cup.
I love that. And you know what? If you're looking for a great coffee alternative that still gives you a little boost because it has chai tea in it, it's called Mud Water. Mud Water. It has turmeric in it. It has mushrooms, which are really beneficial to your health, as well as chai and cinnamon. So it's actually like a beneficial morning drink that I love. And of course, I love the coconut cream too. I don't do a lot of dairy. It just doesn't sit well with my gut. But there's a lot of great dairy alternatives for sure too.
I've cut out dairy, and I do have the mushroom coffee as well. I do the free trade organic coffee when I really need it, which is this morning, because again, I'm on day 4. And I do need these little tubes of deep blue. It's not just for oils, people. I cannot live without this. This one's almost empty, and it's giving me a little agita, but I have several tubes throughout the house. So cigarette smokers have the cigarettes around the house, I guess. I can reach for this in any room.
Yeah, and two, we're going to talk about some exercising tips, and there's so many benefits from exercising. But also, as Stephanie was talking about this deep blue rub, a lot of times when we exercise, it comes with pain, right? It comes with discomfort the next day, because we're working out these muscles that that are speaking to us the next day. And a lot of times we run to these alternatives to help with inflammation, these other things that we can get over the counter, but those come with side effects. And so it's really important that when you do have pain, you use something like a deep blue rub. There's no side effects. It's not going to harm your liver. It's not going to, harm your stomach at all, because some of those anti-inflammatory alternatives can cause stomach bleeding, liver damage, things like that. So
yeah, it puts little, we're trying to heal the gut. You got gut health, you got inflammation. If we can, and immunity, if we can really address those things, we're going to be looking good. But so what I found this, my niece, Yvonne, is just heaven. And we used to have this Facebook page that we'd work out and support each other. And I said she dropped it on there. She said I dropped it on there. I can't remember. Anyway, one of us dropped this on, and I thought, I'm going to try it again. So here it is real quick. I'm going to show you what it is. It's 100 crunches, 90 jumping jacks, 80 lunges, 70 squats. You can read down. Do you know how long it took me to realize this went down from 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40? Yeah. So it kind of makes sense. But you do this once a day. I don't even know who made it up. I may be following just some wacko fad, but so far so good. And I thought, well, I can do this. This is easy. Mama's not as in shape as she thought she was. So those 90 jumping jacks were aggressive.
But it's easing into it, and it's giving ourselves that grace. And if you've got to do 20 jumping jacks, take a break, add 20 more, just have grace with yourself and know that you can just ease into it. So Stephanie, can you put up that one more time so people can screenshot it? Cause it came and went so quickly.
Actually, I'm putting it down at the bottom. So I'm going to put it in the comments right
okay.
now.
Great. So you guys can look at that workout that Stephanie's going to post below, but I just Googled, what are the benefits of exercising? Well, one thing that I wanted to share with you guys super fast, a friend of mine is a psychologist, and we were out running one day, and she said that, did you know that if you work out at least 3 days a week for 45 minutes at a time, so it could just be like a brisk walk, that if you're exercising for about 45 minutes a day, and you could do a half hour, 3 days a week, it's the same as being on Prozac. This is literally words out of her mouth. It's the same as being on Prozac. So when we're moving our body, we're exercising, all that blood is pumping through. We're giving a signal to our body that we're alive. I mean, it's our lungs are working, our heart is working. It's so beneficial. So something I looked up, and this is from Medline. Obviously, exercise can help control your weight. So diet's great, but this can help, burn some calories that you might eat. It can reduce your risk of heart disease. So exercise strengthens your heart and improves your circulation. And it's also going to increase blood flow, which raises oxygen levels in your body. It helps your body manage blood sugar and insulin levels. If anybody smokes, it can help you quit smoking. Also, it improves your mental health and mood. Stephanie, if I can just jump in and just expand on this for just a second, and maybe you can jump in too. We're going through so much stress right now. Everywhere we turn, there's division and there's anger and there's fear and there's all these new rules, and the rules change, and we're like, I don't know what to believe anymore. It's so overwhelming. So we can get depressed, sad, stressed, filled with fear. I don't know. There's a lot that's happening in the world. And thank God, Stephanie, I know you have these amazing tools to help yourself, and I do too. But I can get caught up in it. And you guys, exercising will improve your mental health and your mood. So when you exercise, your body releases chemicals that can improve your mood and make you feel more relaxed. And this can help you deal with stress and reduce your risk of depression. So I don't know about you, Steph, but after I work out, I feel like good. I feel just powerful. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh, I feel sore. I tell you, I am, for some reason, it's not dropping it up. So I'm going to put this up while we're talking again. So you just move to the side. So this is the workout. But no, it releases endorphins. Wasn't that from Legally Blonde?
Yeah. Okay, smile. A picture of us with this. Can you smile? Thanks. Okay, keep going.
So the and it's a struggle. If I get it, and I'm a morning person. If I get my stuff done in the morning, I know better and I feel better the rest of the day. It's that moment before when you make that decision of, am I really going to do this? I have so much else to do. And it's so stupid because I know better, because I know as soon as I finish working out, I'm like, it's done. And you've accomplished. Like some people say you're supposed to make the bed at the start of every day. I rarely make the bed.
But it's just
that's why I'm in a relationship. So he makes the bed. I'm just joking, babe. Just joking.
Hey, but it's just new habits. It's new habits, right? Okay, I'm just going to finish my quick thing, and then I know, Steph, you're going to talk all about your losing 10 pounds in a couple weeks. But we talked about the benefits of exercise, so helping control your rate, reduce your weight, reduce your risk of heart disease. It helps your body manage blood sugar and insulin levels. If you smoke, it can help you quit smoking. It's going to improve your mental health and mood. And just a couple more. It can help keep your thinking, learning, and judgment skills sharp as you age. I'm aging.
Well, there you go. And I don't know. I think it's something we got to keep doing because I've exercised a lot as a dancer growing up, I say growing up into my 40s, dancing every night. You'd think that would have helped me like push along a lot because I forget all the time, but it does. It does every single day. I work out, I feel better, and I'm sharper. I remember, I'm motivated. Those days I stay in bed, I'm like, it feels so good. But then mentally, I feel like mud. And not the good mud coffee. I just feel like mud. I don't even like taking naps because they tend to put me in a bad mood. It's just me, I know, but I like to just keep going, and starting the day that way is great. Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's my workout. What sort of workouts do you do, Nat? Because I mean, I will tell you this because she probably won't tell you this. So Natalie and I have known each other, if you know us, for a very, very long time. And a joke, we're very, very close. Like we're like sisters, and I joke, I'm like, I'm the big one. I'm always Natalie's that friend, because we're both very, very positive. My mouth is a little worse in public. Hers isn't that great, but there's a reason.
My dad was a truck driver, okay, like literally, and I already dropped the F-bomb this morning.
She holds her own, but I would always, as people would say, oh, Natalie, she's positive. She's perfect. Nothing happened. Why does she have to lose weight? She doesn't have to lose weight. She's always so skinny. She doesn't have to worry about this because she's tiny, 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 tiny. She never has to work out. And I'm telling you, I've worked with dancers all my life with people with a metabolism that's different, that are naturally thin. It pisses them the F off. Stop it. Don't tell somebody to eat a burger. You just don't. Don't tell somebody to smile, and don't tell somebody to eat a burger. I don't think those ever go well. But from someone who's Natalie, who's someone who's always been very, very small, she does work out, and she does feel like she needs to work out. So that's my prefacing. So Natalie doesn't have to sit here and say, well, I've always been skinny, and then people hate her.
Well, the thing is, too, is people are like, oh, because if you're skinny, you don't have to work out. And that's not the case. Stephanie and I, we have a lot in common, but you guys, I have heart disease in my family. My dad has had a quadruple heart bypass, and I lost my mom to pancreatic cancer. So it doesn't necessarily matter if you're skinny on the outside. It matters what's going on in the inside, and it matters how you're treating yourself. Skinny, littler or taller or bigger, it doesn't matter. It's how we're treating our body. And so I didn't think I had to work out until I started educating myself on health and nutrition. We all should be moving our body, no matter how big or small we are, for sure. Okay, real quick, a couple other quick tidbits on the benefits of working out. Strengthens your bones and muscles. Obviously, we know that's going to help strengthen our bones and muscles. This is huge. This next one is reducing your risk of some cancers. Now, you guys can go Google this, look it up on your own. But I know that moving my body is helping my cells stay healthy. And because I've lost my mom to cancer, I'm going to do everything I can to stay healthy. That's pretty much it. And obviously it improves your sleep. Exercise improves your sleep. So it can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. And it increases your chances of living longer. I don't know about you, but I want to live longer. So
I live longer when I'm feeling better. I don't want to live longer all broken up. It's misery.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So this last thing I'm going to share with you from this, and I just literally Googled like the top benefits of working out. This one says it increases your chance of living longer because studies show that physical activity can reduce your risk of dying early from the leading causes of death, like heart disease and some cancers. My dad has heart disease. My mom died of cancer. I'm going to be moving my body for the rest of my life. There's people before us that just give us clues, right? All right, so that's all I had for you. I wanted to share with you my top 10 and the ways that I work out. It's not going to be as detailed as Stephanie's. I have a trail, and I go and I run on the trail. It's about 1.5 miles. And then I do yoga. But I am going to start your 10, Stephanie. You are motivating me.
You do it. It feels, even once this 2 weeks is done, because I have more than 10 to lose, but it feels good because I did for the first part of this pandemic every single morning, my niece, Bristlecone Yoga, her name is Christina Sanchez, she does live yoga. And I did that every morning. But just like sometimes when you're like, well, I walk every day, or guys, I used to be a trainer, and men would come in and say, well, I play golf. I'm like, okay, well, are you just looking to work your heart? Are you looking to lose weight? Because there's different ways to go about it. And I'm definitely somebody, you're working for your health, and I'm working for my health as well, but to lose weight. So the end all is I'm going to continue this past the 2, because this has been such a great day. It's a great way to wake up my day. In about 10 minutes, we're going to have Delecia on as a trainer, but we do have somebody else jumping on that he can give us a different perspective on what he does for a workout. I call him Babe. Natalie calls him Babe, but she's actually married to him. He's just my bestie.
Hey, and while she's bringing this guy in, is he coming? Is he in?
He's ready? Do you want him in or now?
Wait, really quick, before he comes in. Stephanie was our bridesmaid at our wedding. I mean, we go way back. So she was a bridesmaid at our wedding, and her daughter Shelby, her beautiful daughter Shelby, was our flower girl when she was just 3 years old. So now we can bring Brian in because he's been officially announced, and you can just know how long we've all known each other.
We're very close. Hey, babe.
What's up, babe?
Hey, what's? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Wow. That was pretty fun this morning. And yes, Stephanie was in our wedding. It was an amazing wedding. And Shelby was just so cute. We have pictures still that we look at and just giggle at. So working out, I love that workout that you post that you're doing, that 100 down to the 10. I've actually done that before.
Did it work for you?
Well, not that same one. Oh. So here's what I kind of like to do. And let me bring this up just because I like that hundreds thing. So I'm big into body weight exercise now. I'd still go to the gym and I'll do some of the weights, but a lot of it is still body weight exercise. And that's a lot of what you're doing there with that 100. So I remember a time when I would go to the gym and I was like, okay, I'm doing body weight exercise. I got to do a lot of high reps. And so I would do 100 push-ups. And, this trust me, guys, this is building up to it. It's not like you can just whip out 100 push-ups. And it wasn't all at one time, but it was just during the day, during my workout, I had to get 100 in, 100 sit-ups. I couldn't do 100 pull-ups, but I would do 50. And then I would do, light curls. And it was just always in sets of 100 if I could. And so it's just that high repetition, and it just feels amazing, and it gets your heart rate up. And that's what I love about it. But I do quite a few different things. It's really seasonal for me. I kind of get burned out of exercises. I don't know. Do you guys somehow get burned out every now and then when you're doing a certain workout and then all of a sudden you like get burned out, huh?
I get distracted, and then I can come up with a reason for not doing it. I know it works. Yeah. Recently when I did Mamma Mia last year, and I had the fear of God because I had to go into that rhinestone jumpsuit, and being from Vegas, I know rhinestones, well, when I used to wear them, they were very small, much smaller, but rhinestones make you bigger. I'm like, and it's silver, so it's going to look white. So I really got to work out. So I lost 20 pounds. It was a little bit more than 20 pounds in the 3 months of rehearsal. And so I know I can do it. I know I have zero excuse. I've got no thyroid issue. I started gaining weight, and I went to my doctor. I'm like, I'm sure I have a thyroid problem. He's like, nope. Shit. Anyway, so what's your workout?
So, and you looked amazing. You still look amazing. So I'm glad that you're still hitting this up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I cried when I saw you walk out on that stage. I know how hard you were working out. And you were such an example for so many people, Steph, because when you put your mind to anything, you absolutely can do it. The only thing stopping you is you. Seriously. And so when Stephanie worked her butt off and lost all that weight, 20 plus pounds in 3 months, that's huge. But if she could do it, anyone can do it.
She did amazing. And when she puts her mind to something, wow. So I get burned out of exercise. So here's the other things I do is just shift it up. Shifting it up is sometimes really great because your body gets used to what you're doing. And so just changing it's great. So in the spring and the fall, I really get heavy into my bike, either mountain biking or road biking. In the winter, I'll get more into weights because it's inside. And in the summer, I'll do a mix of cardio and weights. But yeah, it's just so amazing how I can tell when I'm not working out. If I go 2 to 3 weeks without working out, I notice it so much because it's just you start getting down. You start even mentally, you start getting down. But once you do, those jumping jacks, oh my God, your heart rate is going, and it's kicking those endorphins in your brain, and the chemicals are firing, and your cells are rejoicing. It's so incredible. And even if it's a walk around the block, Natalie and I, what's great is we go up and we play Frisbee golf all the time. Like we'll be like, hey, let's go up to the park. It's right behind our house, and we'll do Frisbee golf, and that's great. I mean, that's just getting out, and it's so. Anyway, sorry, I'll turn it back to you guys.
No, I do. I think a lot of it, so much is in mindset and in our brains, with our business, with work, with what we get into what is comfortable. And yes, was it yesterday? Oh, the fears that we don't conquer become our limits. I think that was my quote for yesterday. I try to remember it. And it's so true because we know better. We know we want to be happy, but we're not willing to make that change. We're not willing to change those habits. So what is it in our head is that comfort zone that gets you in the mindset? Because that's all it is. Personally, you guys know with my business, I never would have left MGM because there was a safety zone there, but that was taken away. So I didn't have the choice to conquer that fear. It was ripped from me. And I jumped in with doTERRA, and that has been thriving. But if that did not happen, I would not be here in my business now. I would not be here with you guys. I would be behind a desk doing what I've been doing and hoping and praying and thinking, okay, next year. Now, what we were talking about before, I know better in the morning. I know if I wake up, look how talkative I am. If I wake up and start working out right away, I know it's better. 100%. I know if I eat better, I feel better. I know if I eat a burger, which I haven't in a while now, even the thought of it goes, I'm going to feel heavy. So what is it in our head that's thinking, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm going to stay right here in this place. I have, and this is a good segue because I know that about myself, and I have been a personal trainer in the past. And when I hit a certain point, I thought, I know I'm not going to fix this. Just many times, like with my business, I talked to Natalie. I'm like, I'm not fixing it on my own. I need direction. She's like, I don't want to nag you. It's not nagging. I'm like, I don't care what it is. Call it what you want. I need it. Well, I went to my friend Delecia with the same thing. And I'm like, I know she's a personal trainer. We used to dance together. We've known each other for a very long time. And we're also very, 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 very close. And I said, I need it. And I need you to be you. We're not friends. Just help me. And girl, I didn't have to tell her that because she was not my friend. But she's also going to join us. You guys ready for this? You want to see what she looks like before? Look at this.
Whoa.
Boy, she looks like
she's so good. Look at her. Okay, you guys, this is Delecia Dean. She's a personal trainer, and she's my very good friend. Ta-da!
Hi. Okay, why did you show that picture and now they're looking at me like, ew?
I'm looking at your arms right now.
That is impressive.
What are these, caps?
Yes.
The caps? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Caps.
That's impressive. That definition is incredible. Good for you.
Thank you.
Anyway, so Dean was my trainer and then the pandemic hit. But Delecia, we're talking about working out, what's good, what's bad as we're working out from home. And I know that you've got a kind of a home workout coming up this week. We can talk about that as well. But what are your best suggestions and what should we follow in your and your best advice?
As far as like home workouts and stuff.
Yeah, what are people doing wrong? What's a good? I know. Don't start
Well,
with
I mean, honestly, there's no wrong. As long as you're moving, it doesn't matter. Like whether you like cardio, whether you like resistance training. The whole point is when everybody's just what you like to do. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I say find what you like to do. Because when you're at home, you're already in that mindset of, oh my God, this sucks. I feel bad. I can't get into the gym. You already feel one way about that because I went through it. So I had to just realize I don't have the gym. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't have heavy weights, which I'm used to lifting heavy. So I had that in my mind. It was just like, why am I doing this? It's not doing anything. But I had to get out of that mindset because that's just, you can't be that way in this whole pandemic and mental health. So you have to just do what you can do. And if that's just cardio, look on YouTube. YouTube have mountains of videos. If you just went on YouTube and just did your cardio, they have plenty of videos that have like resistance training with just bands. If you have a couple of dumbbells, like you just got to do what you have to do. Trust me, I've been there, but I stay moved and you'll be fine. Go outside, take a run, do some HIIT training outside, do whatever makes you feel good about yourself. And if that's not lifting heavy right now, it's fine. It's okay. You're moving. That's my advice. Just don't get into that mindset of that this sucks. I'm losing my muscle. Because trust me, I lost a lot of muscle. As far as I lost thickness, which that's what I'm going for since I'm doing the competition in November. So I did lose a lot of thickness, but it's okay, people. Guess what? As soon as you get back into the gym, trust me, your body will remember and you will go right back to where you were before. So you just have to have patience and just go back to your old routine and you'll get there. It's fine. But trust me, I'm telling people, I was there. I understand the mental state of needing that, especially needing that gym atmosphere where people are, you can just hear weights dropping and you hear people breathing and everybody is like, it's like that energy that you don't have at the house. Like I joke and I tell Singer, it literally took me like 2 hours to get done with a workout because I would do one set and I would sit down and I'll do this and wait a second and think, oh my God, this sucks. And then I get up and then I do another set. So that environment and that energy is what I think we miss. Yeah. And so when we're at home, it's depressing because we don't have that environment, but like I said before, we just have to just do what we can do and do whatever makes you happy. So if it's not working out an hour a day, it's fine. Take 30 minutes, do something and go about your day. And that's all you can do for right now,
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about before, because it starts in the hey biscuit. It starts in the mind. We were talking about it, and Brian was talking on his. He does body weight workout, and the reality is, when I was training years ago, I would run into women that are like, "No, I don't want to work out with weights because I don't want to build." And you can say, I mean, you're a very small percentage of the people. You don't need the heavy weights. We're not building for competition. We're not, we're not sculpting the way most of us need to, like the way you do. Yeah. So everyday workouts are fine for us.
Oh yeah. And like I tell women who say that, I'm like, don't worry, you won't. Like you won't. This is on purpose. Like this isn't something I just happened because I picked up a weight. It's on purpose. It's gaining weight. I had to go into a surplus to even get caps on your shoulders. Like you're just not going to get those without actually putting on some size, So I try to tell women it's okay. You can lift weights and not get bulky. You're not going to. I did this on purpose, so you can still lift. You can lift 10 pounds, 15 pounds. You're not going to get this way unless you are trying to get this way. And your personal trainer should understand if you tell them, oh, I don't want that. Okay, cool. You won't get it. I won't put you in a surplus. You won't be that way. You're just tone what you have and you get shaped. Like, I know women say that, but I tell women, yes, you do. You want some shoulders. Yeah, you do. Because I'm telling you, even with my shoulders, that's my main compliment. I go anywhere. I get stopped at the store all the time because of my shoulders. Women love shoulders. They just think they don't because they see they're looking at the wrong person and they're like, well, she got too much muscle. It's like, yeah, but that's not what you're going for. You're not trying to get there. She did that on purpose. But you do want some shape. You like tank tops. Trust me, women love shoulders and back. That's my main compliments I get. But you just got to let people know you're not going to get that way unless you are trying to get that way. And it's fine if you're not. We can still tone you and make you look like you have some shape to your arms and everything like that, but you're not going to get bulky. And I think that's the main reason why women say that, because they think they're going to get bulky and like big and like walking around like this, and you're not. Because I don't. You don't really notice me until I'm really flexing anyway. So,
oh girl, yeah, we do.
Yeah. I mean, yes, you do, but you know what I mean? Like, if I flexed a little bit more, then you would be like, whoa, but like just sitting here naturally, yeah, you see it, but.
There is a certain acceptance, and we fall into that comfort zone again with the mind, and there are people, and we all need to be okay with our bodies. We all need to be set, this is okay with our bodies.
Yeah.
We also need to be okay with, I can do more, and I'm willing to change this habit to do more, because again, they say, I just don't want to bulk up. You see that first cut on your ab, and yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we just don't want to change that habit, or we don't say, if I'm looking for this, that means I must be less than, and that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
We're all beautiful, and this is our bodies, but most importantly for health. But right now, since we're starting to come back and then starting to go back and forth. So one day my goal is to be back with Delecia and have that trainer. But what sort of things can we do at home to keep that motivation? Obviously, don't step on a scale every day. I am, because I listen to you, and I only got 2 weeks to lose 10 pounds. So I'm not listening, but that's a good idea. Don't step on a scale every day. But stuff like that, how can we stay motivated at home?
Anybody else?
What do you guys think? Natalie, what do you think?
My main thing is, I do it for health, obviously for health reasons, but really for emotional health, getting outside and moving my body. Every time I get done, even if it's a brisk walk, even if I go down to the park and back, a mile, 2 miles, and it's a brisk walk, I feel physically, like emotionally better. Like I feel like the stress isn't as bad. So what motivates me is knowing the benefits, not just physically, because obviously we know those benefits, right? But it's a benefit of my emotions because of all the freaking stress going on in the world right now. We have to do everything we can to balance, the stress is here. We gotta bring it down here and do what we can to benefit our health and our emotions. So I think that's what keeps me motivated, just knowing these endorphins. Just, I don't know. You guys can all jump in. It's like, I feel good, good. So I think that's what keeps me motivated. I don't know. What about you guys?
I think we almost have to just step back and say, what kind of standards are we setting for ourselves? And when I say that, I mean, for me, my body will fluctuate. I'll go into like hyper fitness, and then I'll fall off. But there's always a standard that I like to set for myself, and it's not one that I even think of consciously. It's subconscious. At any time, I need to be able to hike up a mountain. At any time, I need to be able to jump on a bike and ride 20 miles. I need to be able to run to the park and run with my kids. And so I always have to keep my fitness at a certain level so that I can live the life that I want. Because I never want to get on a hike and halfway through say, I can't do this. And so no matter how old I get, I always want to be able to do that. And whether it's, playing kickball at the park or frisbee golf, or like literally one of my joys is just jumping on a bike and getting that exercise. And so that's kind of a standard that I've I've personally set, but like I said, it's kind of subconscious. I never let myself get too out, no matter how depressed I am or how shut in the house I am. All of a sudden it's like, nope, this has got to change. I don't know if you guys have similar examples of like what you define as fitness.
I agree with you. Mine is the same way. Like I always tell people, this is my whole motto: do it now before you can't. Like, why wait until you are so unhealthy, you're sick all the time, you're in the hospital, in and out of hospital, and then now you want to try to think about it. My whole motto is do it while you can, while you're healthy, and while you are able to walk around, you are able to still do things, because in the end, it's like, because I know now it's like money. Money is I got to make money. But it's like, who cares if you can't do anything with it when you're in and out of the hospital,
right?
And you're sick all the time. It makes no sense, But I agree with you. I'm the same way. Like I had to, because I love the way I feel. I have never felt better. This is a 3-year journey of mine, because I got started because I was in a show, and yes, of course, in the show, we all have to be in shape, but just because you look like you're in shape doesn't mean that you're in shape. And I was not in shape at all, was eating crappy food, didn't understand why. Oh my God, I did one number and I could barely breathe. I was just like, oh my God, like I thought I was sick. Like literally, I went to the hospital. I was like, something's wrong with me. Like I was like, I cannot breathe. My heart is palpitating just so. I was like, what is going on with me? And then ta-da! Oh yeah, you're not actually physically fit. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, but I only eat this, and this, and this, and this. I don't eat all day. I eat only this, No, the worst thing you can do for yourself is not eat. As dancers, that's just what we're used to doing, is waking up. We don't eat breakfast. We eat our little snack, and then we eat dinner before the show. So that's very unhealthy. I know a lot of people who love to say, oh, I barely eat. It's like, that's not good, for your health either. But I'm the same way. I just had to go in a different mindset when we were on quarantine, because the resistance training I was trying to do in my house just was not working for me. So I had to go, okay, I still want to be fit. I cannot just sit on my butt. Like, come on, I can't do that to myself. So I had to just go, okay, I'm going to do stuff outside because it's fresh air. I can run. I could do HIIT training outside. And literally, I still did resistance training at home. Don't get me wrong. I still did it, but I just didn't give it that much intensity like I normally do, which is fine. Whatever. It is what it is. But I actually had to find a new way to get into my mindset to say, you've done all this work. Why you can't just let it go. And you love the way you feel great, you feel healthy. So let's just find a new way and just keep going. So I agree with you. That's exactly, you have to have that about yourself. You want to grow old with your children. Come on, healthy. You still want to play with them. You still want them, and you don't want them to be trying to take care of you either at 50 some years old or 60. You're already in the bed because you can't do anything. You can't do that to them. Like, come on, get it together.
I'm 70, Dean, or maybe 70, which is further along than 62.
Like, but I just always think about that. And I get on my mom. Don't get me wrong. I get on my mom all the time. I was like, come on, she's 65. And I get on her and I'm just like, come on, you're doing great, but let's do better. Come on. Let's keep this going. Let's keep it up. You're 65. You're still walking. You're still doing great. Let's turn it up a notch so you can stay like that for a very long time,
Well, I know, because this is real quick and I'll put it down if you want, but you're about to start a workout online as well, because Dee's a personal trainer. She's a personal trainer at BFit Training, and you guys are open?
Yes, we are open. Yes, because we are a private gym, so we have no membership. It's just trainers and their client. So it's basically most of the time it's only 2 of us in there, or 3, maybe 4 of us, and that's it. So
I've never, when I was with you, I've never seen more than that. No. Very often it's just you and I in there. So you take the clients wherever you want to take them. So
we all have to wear masks, and now the clients have to wear them now too, just because we're all trying to stay open and we have to be safe. So now everybody has to wear them. And if you can, we understand, it is hard to breathe, like that when you're really lifting heavy, but we have to do it just so we can all stay open and keep our jobs and, keep everybody working. So, yeah.
But you are, because this is about staying motivated as well and how we're doing it. So you're about to go online to service some of your, come on, Biscuit, to service some of your as well. I had to leave because Peaches had to go to the bathroom. So I had to go let her out too. So what's your online workout?
Well, I don't know yet. Like, I'm trying to see, because it is very hard. Like, I did that last Saturday and I was dying the next day. And I still had 2 days of workouts to go. Well, no, not 2 days, but like a whole full week, Sunday through Friday to go. So it's hard to do, because when you want to do a Zoom workout, it needs to be quick, unless you're doing virtual training with just one individual person, then you get treated like one-on-one training. But mostly Zoom workouts, like you want to get in and get out, make it in high intensity. We're sweating, we're getting it done, in and out. And so right now I'm just trying to figure out what my formula is going to be, because the one I did last Saturday, I was dying. And I don't want to be looking like that in front of my, people who are looking to me
it's real
to get it done. So I have to try to figure out my formula and what it is that I'm trying to get you to work on with the workout. Because what I did last time was mainly, honestly, resistance training, but just fast pace. Like, honestly, like with bands, but fast pace, which was just like, oh, I don't know.
You get your heart going like crazy with that. Oh my God.
Oh my God. And you're trying to motivate and go, keep going, keep your butt up. Let's go. And I'm dying. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. So I have to figure out like the best formula to get like a good, really full workout. So Saturday I'm doing another one. I'm trying to mix two things together. So I'm trying to see what is going to be like, first of all, fun. I want it to be fun. I don't want it just to be like lift and lift. Come on, I want it to be like a fun thing to do also, where you getting the workout, but then you're also having fun where you're sweating to death,
Mm-hmm.
So,
dance cardio in there?
I haven't put that out in the and out in social media just quite yet. I just, I told people I will let you guys know when that's going to be available. So it may just be once a week. I have to figure out what I can do and what my body is going to allow me to do.
I can attest. This is my D story. This is a D story. I have many. Some of them are not safe for even my feed. But she is absolutely correct, because as often as people who are anorexic, they have a higher body fat content, because your body goes into survival mode and you think they're skinny, but they're just not healthy. And so we were on stage and we may look very slim, and sometimes people do not healthy habits to get that slim. I certainly did. I stopped eating until the point. And I don't have an eating disorder, but I would stop eating to lose weight. And my friend and I would have this thing going like, okay, you have this feeling in your stomach that turns to euphoria when you feel those hunger pains. You're like, all right, I'm losing weight. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is how it happens. Natalie's back. This is how it happens. So you've got to be very careful, but we were not very healthy. Plus we drank a lot, and there's more to that, but we would do a number, and I have a picture. We come down stage and Dee would just on the ground. We'd be worn out from doing a number that we do every single night. Now you'd think we'd be able to just, hey, what's going on? Maybe lift a few between and then go back. No, we were not healthy at all. We were we looked good.
Well, also it was the food we were eating too. Like, you eat like crap and you don't realize pizza and all of this stuff that you used to eat every day, on top of barely eating. But when you did eat, it was crappy food. So for me, like I tell people, when it's time to train, I let people know training, that's the easy part. That's easy. It's the nutrition that people have a hard time with. It's nutrition that people just cannot grasp. They can't. it's like they don't, maybe they don't want to understand it because they just, they like to eat what they like to eat. But I let people know it doesn't matter how much you can go spend 6 days a week. I don't care. You can go cycle all you want 6 days a week, but if your diet is crappy, you can be in the gym 6 days a week. It doesn't matter. If your nutrition isn't where it needs to be, you're not going to get results. And there's a reason why they say, yeah, no. And there's a reason why they say, abs happens in the kitchen. Like you're not going to see what's under there if you're eating the foods that don't allow you to see it. You have to be in a caloric deficit. I don't care where you are. If your calories aren't cutting, then you're not going to see what you're doing. You're not going to see your cut. You're not going to see any of that if you're working hard. You have to get your nutrition in check.
And they have to be valuable calories too, right? I mean, that's the thing. It's like, and so one of these, this really stuck with me. I was watching, I can't remember who it was, but basically said, yeah, you have a Ferrari. What kind of fuel do you put in it? Just 85 octane? You put dirty gas in a Ferrari? It's not, it might look good. It's not going to run good. And it's the same thing with you. You might look at someone, you say, hey, they look really healthy. If that fuel going in is not there, the inside health is so much more important than the outside. And that is, you're so right, Dee. It's all about the nutrition part.
I have we talk about nutrition, and I stopped eating meat. I'm so much healthier. I'm so much better. She used to hit me bad with my nutrition.
Okay, let's talk about this one. Can we talk about this one? Let's talk.
But
prime example of nutrition. This one just wouldn't listen to me at all. I'm sorry, I'm putting it out there because she knows I get on her. Now, this one was working hard 3 days a week. I mean, I was going in on her because I was like, okay, you show me pictures. She came with pictures. See this? Okay, I said, okay, cool. Couldn't get the nutrition together. And then this one gets in quarantine. Oh, wait, no. Wait, this one gets in quarantine. All of a sudden, you had to start cooking at home. Oh, you cooking at home and you lost weight? Oh, is that what I was trying to get you to do before? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Say it like it is. I love it.
So much better. But the thing is that I was saying is you were right, and you've got to fuel your body. It's very difficult to fuel our body now as nutrition changes in food. So I also take my supplements daily. I make sure that I have my vitamins and really good vitamins and minerals bioavailable so that my body is fed with what it needs to do so that I can lose weight. I use the doTERRA vitamins. I also use the Mito 2 Max. I'm off the Red Bull because remember, Dee, that Red Bull was killing me.
Yes.
But the coffee was very helpful. Okay, so now I'm using the Mito 2 Max for energy, and I use the Copaiba for pain and the Deep Blue. Do you still use that Deep Blue, Dee?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah. Yep.
I'm 52. I'm a little creaky, but I'm not, you know what? I have not had a sciatic pain in a while. And by a while, I mean like a week, because I started sort of pre-working out before my workout. But the more I lose weight, the less pressure that's on that nerve. But I've not had a problem at all. Once I changed my diet and I made sure I have my supplements, zero sciatic pain. And I used to, because you're somebody that has to roll out of bed sometimes too, because you're like, I can't move yet.
Yeah. But mine is so much, I don't even have that anymore either. Like, it's amazing.
No way.
No, girl, no. You know how I used to be in the show. Like, I couldn't even touch my knees, let alone my toes in the show. Like, while dancing, I had to figure out a way to, I can't go all the way down. How can I fake it? How can I fake it? So very interesting though. But But no, not anymore. I'm telling you, ever since I've started this journey, man, I'm telling you, the things that used to kill me and hurt me doesn't do it anymore. Nope.
Now, I was going to ask Natalie, because Natalie recently, and I'll tell you, just putting your business out in the street. Recently, by recently, I mean this year, you were like, my body's changing because we're getting older. I'm older than you are. And you're like, wait a minute, what used to be skinny Natalie is not what I wanted to be anymore. So you had to pick that up as well as we age and metabolism changes or whatever changes in our life. What did you change?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was going to ask you guys too, what you thought about this, because I know what I've read, and you guys can clear this up for me. Anything white, like sugar, dairy, alcohol. I mean, white, like things that convert to sugar in our body. I know when I would wipe that out, and I've done some cleanses, holy cannoli. It's like the inflammation is so much less. And when we stop putting the inflammatory foods down our throat, the inflammation is not as bad, you know? So I think that, you know, I'm in my mid 40s, and you start kind of like really looking at, you know, am I eating something that's contributing to health, or am I eating something that's contributing to dis-ease? You know, and then you kind of go, you start making better choices. And so, yeah, it just kind of opened me up to just start getting rid of the stuff that's causing inflammation in my body, which is all the things we love and all the things that's marketed to us: wheat, sugar, dairy, you know. And so that's kind of what I've done on cleanses. Now I still have a little bit of sugar in my decaf coffee this morning. My husband made it for me.
No sugar, just dates.
No sugar?
Just dates.
There's just dates in here? That's it?
That's dates. Dates and cashews.
So okay,
so no milk.
I have to share this with you. I didn't know, honey, that you did that, but I know, and maybe you guys can help me out on this, but sweetening it with natural sugar, like a date. I read yesterday that dates are actually good to help get our body get rid of parasites, and they're good for gut health. Obviously in small amounts. You're not going to be eating a whole thing of dates in one sitting, but I'm sweetening our coffee with dates. Just one date and like a handful of cashews is the cream. We blend it all up. It's freaking awesome. So just trying to take out the processed sugars and maybe eating a little. I know that sugar is not good at all, right? But sweet, but like natural sugars, I'm okay with. What do you guys think about that?
Well, for me, I mean, it's so many back and forth about sugar. Like you could just go on Instagram and watch everybody just talk about sugar. For me, I don't think sugar is evil. I think the overeating of sugar is evil. Like I have sugar in my coffee. If I have oatmeal or, you know, cream of wheat or something, I put raw sugar in my stuff. It's people like oh, sugar, but it's like, no, you just had a whole box of David snack cakes, or you eat a donut every day. Oh no, you go to Starbucks and eat that crappy coffee every day, and you eat like that throughout the day. You have your granola bars and your sugary power bars and all that stuff. I'm like, that's why sugar is bad, because you overeat it. You don't have to overeat it. You can just go, I'm gonna have this today and that today, and that's it. That's gonna be my sugar, and it's fine. I don't think sugar is evil. And I know, but trust me, if people go back and forth, you hear people yelling at each other about it, you know. But I don't think sugar is bad for you and evil. I just think it's the overeating of it and just not being conscious of what cereal you having this, that throughout the day. That's what causes weight gain and diabetes and all of that kind of stuff, is because the overeating of it.
Yeah.
You know, but if you choose not to eat it at all, then like you say, it helps you with inflammation. Hey, I say whatever works for you, do it. You know, if keto works, okay. If you found that keto works for you, all right. Who am I to argue with you that keto doesn't work? I mean, if it works for you, great.
As long as you're not lying to yourself. I said, as long as you're not lying to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't be like, oh, this donut works for me. I don't know about you. Don't be stupid now.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like people would argue, well, that works for me. And I'm like, okay. if you lost weight doing that, great, keep going. Like if that what works for you, I don't ever argue with people about dieting because people are so like they're so in their feelings about it for some. It's like that thing that they're so in their feelings because what they're doing is right, even though you can look at them and tell it's not working for you. But okay, if you think it's working for you, great. There's nothing there's nothing I can say that's going to change certain people's minds because they're in their feelings about it, you know, because they think they look good. And I'm like, great. If you think you look great, hey, who am I to tell you you don't look good? That's up to you. You need my help, come to me and I'll help you the best way I can. But I'm not going to argue. But I'm not going to argue with you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like either you're going to listen to me or you're not going to listen to me. And you want results, then you need to listen to the person you're actually paying them to give you results. But if you're not going to listen, then there's nothing. I'm sorry, it takes two when it comes to training. It's just like I'm doing my job. I need that person to do their job. But if you already have in your head, you already know what you're doing, then you don't need me. I mean, you know, like I say, hey, do what works for you. You know, if that works, do it.
There's no mystery of why we're friends, Dee, at all. Okay, I think we covered a lot. We got an hour. We do want to drop real quick that Monday. Natalie, do you want to talk about real quick that we're gonna, if you have pain from these workouts, if you are dealing with pain or stress or sleep or any kind of digestive issues, digestion that comes with the inflammation as well, we are doing a study that Natalie's going to tell you about. Yeah.
You know, if you're open to natural solutions to help with pain, check it out. We're literally giving free essential oils to try for 7 days. You can pick pain, sleep, if you're having trouble sleeping because of all the stress going on and your mind is spinning. We also are doing one for stress, which I think we're all feeling a little stressed out. And then the digestion as well. So you can pick to focus on one of those things and we'll give you some stuff to try and see if it helps you. You know, we're all in a lot of distress right now. And if we can help you naturally with no side effects with these safe solutions, check it out. And then if it works for you, let us know. And we're going to give you a little gift just for trying it out. And hopefully we can provide some relief. So yeah, that starts on the 20th.
Next Monday. Next Monday. And we'll put the information below.
Yeah.
And if Dee, if you have set up for Saturday, if you decide you want to open it up to a larger group, we'll put that information and I'll put your information for Define Training, DEE.
Okay. Are you doing a group workout? I went to the bathroom, so I missed out. Are you doing a group workout?
Well, I might. I'm doing one Saturday, so I would give Singer has the info so she can message you. I'm doing one. I'm just doing it for free for right now, just to see. I don't know if it's something that I want to do, but it's just for fun for right now. So Saturday at 2 p.m. is when we're doing it.
Oh, we're here to support. And how cool is that? Like, I love these light workers here. I love that we're all here. We're just here to help people. And it's like, she's going to offer this amazing workout for free. We're going to give you some natural solutions for free. Like, let's see if we can help you out and help you feel better and help you have less pain and have a little more peace in your heart during this crazy time. Seriously. So thank you for joining us today. You are awesome. I want you to train me. I want
thank like you. Yours. Yeah. Let's go.
Let me take a second. She's amazing because even with my bad diet, I did not out-train it, but she was, and we're close. And I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. We're solid. It's like she just met me that day. She was not nice.
But we need people. It's called tough love, right? We need the tough love. So those people can push us into our greatness.
I have passion for it, and I want you to get your results. So I'm like, I'm pulling for you. I'm like your cheerleader because I want you to get that body or feel the way you've always wanted to feel. So that's why I'm really tough, just because you come in and I know people just don't feel like, and they're just like, I do it too. My trainer kicks my butt every day. So. But you have to do that because you have to show people, come on, you're already here. So let's do the work. It's fine if you don't feel good, but let's do it anyway. So that's how I am. That's the kind of trainer I am. And I make sure you're always doing it correct. your form is good. But that's the dancer in me too. Like I'm always going to make sure you are taken care of and you're not hurting yourself. So I'm tough.
But she was very attentive and she was paying attention to shit. I'd be like, okay, I made it through this, I don't know what the hell squat that thing was where I'm I'm like, all right, it's good. And then with the second set, she's like, okay, more weight. I'm like, what? She goes, you made it through too easy. You weren't breathing as heavy. I'm like, oh. So she's amazing. She's at BFit training. Again, it's a private gym. So you're very often the only one there. And we'll put that information below too. And Brian, she could kick your butt.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Look, I have calves.
I don't even have calves like that. Come on.
But anyway, so thanks, guys.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
Schedule. So every Thursday we get together at 10 a.m. Pacific, and I think our guest next week is going to talk about holistic animal health. So if you have fur babies out there, if you have dogs, there's all these natural solutions for pets. You can save so much money for your fur babies if they're anxious or separation anxiety, ear infections, lumps. I mean, there's all these natural solutions for pets. So I think that's happening next week. I'm just going to confirm. So we'll let you guys know.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
So fun.